Alright guys, welcome back. We are running Elite Dangerous today. Kind of an interesting game. I can't stop seeing it on my TikTok feeds, and I've been questioning myself, like, what in the hell am I watching right now? People coming in and out of orbit, running into ships like in the first Star Trek movie, like, what the hell? I need to check this game out. It actually took me a while to find it. Elite Dangerous. Alright, apparently this came out with a big update, Odyssey. Okay, so it was like some 30 plus gigs. This game is massive. Right, when I did some research on the game, I believe the number was 400 billion travelable locations. All right, and those are planets, obviously. So 400 billion planets. With all the players in the game right now, they've only ever explored 0.41% of the game's entirety. So my guess is probably a lot of cookie cutter planets. I haven't encountered any aliens as of yet, right? I'm sure I probably will. I don't know. My guess, maybe just a bunch of douchebag humans flying around in the universe that I get to shoot at. But the thing that separates this game from others, in my opinion, is the space flight. All right. For those who play Destiny, I think I know the Destiny community has been talking a lot about trying to get Bungie to incorporate space flight, like actual controls of your ship. Space battles, things of that nature, which I don't think Bungie's ever going to do. Let's just be completely honest here, but I'm going to show you guys what this is about, because it's a lot of fun. Now, you've got your different play styles, and this isn't like a new game. It's been out for, what was it, 2000? It's been out for a hot minute, so they just came out with a big update. So apparently you can move around your ship. I haven't been able to. Maybe this ship just doesn't allow that. I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and get right into it, right? Yeah, where'd it go? There it is. Alright. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so right now I'm docked at one of these Chamberlain Rest, right? It's one of the outposts that you can travel to. I need to go get a mission before I leave. So, I fucked up. Now I'm on the planet's surface. So I need to go back down below and get into the hangar and go get my mission. I was doing a mission. This is my third day playing this game, so I was doing a mission yesterday. Note to self, and I'm going to try to put a small little Wicked video on TikTok about it. Don't jump too high, right, in 0.14% gravity, because you will be mutilated by drones, right? So I was ran over by a drone maliciously for no reason. My wife laughed at me for it, so don't be that guy. Don't get laughed at. And yes, Fastback, I am streaming now, because it's more conducive with, Cade. I get really fussy at night, so my daytime stream, it's gonna have to be a daytime streams from here on out. Kind of put in perspective how big this game is. Each mission comes with everything you do dictates the outcome of the continuation of this game. I haven't seen a storyline yet, per se. Maybe I just haven't explored enough. But obviously, as you can see, you have influence with all these different people. Faction and reputation. Right now, I'm neutral across the board. A little further along with these guys than... I think it's because that's the one mission that I actually was able to complete. These missions aren't small. They do take... Oh, I can use my mouse. That's right. Alright, let's see. Combat, operations. Let's try to do something, since this is like day 3 of playing this game. Let's not go into something too crazy. Here's my issue with some of these. I definitely, because you would think with you're having the ability to gain and lose influence, that you'd have a little bit more control over, let's say, friendly acquirement of certain objects. So yesterday I was running a mission. It was one of these transport missions. I believe it was this one. Now, my guess is this is just a blanket mission, and then when you pick it, it picks your destination. Oh, no, ABC. Okay, that's the same planet. So we'll just go ahead and do that one, since I know where to go. like I was saying, when it comes to these missions, it'd be nice to be able to cultivate a more friendly approach than to just steal it, right? What if I want to keep influence with both? Maybe try to work out a deal between the guy that I'm trying to get this fossil from. So, not a whole lot of flexibility on that end, but I mean, this is open world as it gets. You can literally travel the entire planet if you really wanted to. It's fucking massive. Now, obviously, to cut down on the size of the game, there are planets that don't, like, most planets have nothing on it, except for maybe a couple of settlements. And the settlements aren't that large. I try my best not to get that in the stream. You guys don't see it. Alright, so obviously first thing you want to do, maximum fuel, fully repaired, and if you have weapons, which this ship does, Sarah, thank you for the lights. My one true fan, along with Fatspec, who isn't saying anything else now, that he's at work. Yeah. So this is the ship that you start out with. It does allow, well, it does not allow for an occupant, even though I think it does. It says there's an option there, but when I went and looked up the ship specs, there wasn't supposed to be a second person in the ship. But with you having full control over the vessel, you need to make sure, you know, fully fueled, fully repaired, and if your weapons need to be stocked, because you can get attacked out here. Now, I haven't been attacked yet, but apparently there is the possibility of being attacked by other players. Now, right now we're in a weapon-free zone, so I can't be attacked out here. Not yet. When I leave the planet, I can. Alright, first things first. Let's get our mission. Locked in the computer. Now you can, from what I understand, you can launch your ship manually if you really wanted to. I find it easier just to let it auto launch. It'll put you into drift here in a minute, and you can do what you need to do. So first things first is leave the mass of the planet. So now I have complete control. Once we get above 2,000 kilometers, we can engage our jump drives, which allow us to travel faster and out of the orbit of the planet, which is what we're going to be doing here in a second. But for now, now that we're above the surface, alright, so we actually need to go this way. Now, I would imagine that this is more copacetic on your virtual reality, because it is virtual reality capable, so your VR machines. As it stands right now, I don't have one. So I'm stuck with mouse, which is very sensitive. Like every fucking, if you're not dead center, you're, and my OCD kicks in, so if I'm like this, it has to be straight or else I lose my mind. That's something to think about.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now for you Star Trek fans, this is basically like your
4, 3, 2,
warp drive.
1, engage.
Now we're going to get above this OC line that's past its orbit. Once we get out of orbit, we can change our direction of where we're going, but for now we need to get out of orbit. If not, we'll just glide on the planet's in the planet's orbit, so we need to leave it first for those who don't know how that works. And if you pay attention to space travel at all, or anything space related, you'll understand. So obviously here on the right, it gives you a bar, lets you know exactly where orbit is, as well as where you're well within the atmosphere of the planet. You can't use things like your hyperdrive. You have to take a driver's license class to fucking get this, to fly a ship on your own. You can always hire a taxi if you have no desire to fly on your own. But I find that to be boring. So we're outside of the orbit now. We can now realign ourselves with our target planet. Now you can enact Super Cruise. Super Cruise will lock the ship on to target for you. But I'm still trying to figure out Super Cruise. It doesn't seem to cooperate all the time. Because just dropping out of fucking hyperspace, you can't do that. It's bad for the ship. You could destroy your ship doing it. So you have there's like just like flying an airplane. You have to slow down into the runway. You know, you glide basically on a set trajectory into the runway. So when you're doing the same thing in a ship, you know, there's a slowdown procedure where you got to start backing off the throttle and letting the ship slow down to its like more of an idle state before you just drop out of hyperspace. So that number right there below the little mini map, I don't know if you guys are seeing that right in front of my cockpit or right in front of the face. You see all the planets and shit. That number right there, once it hits 1.0 C, that's the speed of light. For you space enthusiasts, this game's a lot of fun. Now, this planet is 540 light years away. Now, if I was to drop out of hyperspace right now, you would see that counter below it. That counter below it would fucking go to almost over 1 year to travel to that location. So we need to slow down well below the speed of light before we drop out of hyperspace. Or else, like I said, it's gonna be a world of hurt for us. So we're basically at cruising speed right now. And at cruising speed, with hyperdrive enacted at 5.10, I don't know what the mm stands for, but it's per second. It's going to take us about 10 minutes to arrive. That puts into perspective about how realistic they try to make the game. I like the fact that while in hyperdrive, unlike you know Destiny, where you fly to a different location, you can't control your ship. You control everything here. You're in complete control of this ship. Locking on, shooting, flying. I mean, they have your flight assists, obviously. I wonder if this game would be compatible with joystick. Now, if I remember properly, this location is on the dark side of the planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, so now we've dropped out of hyperspeed. It is going to glide us in with the gravity of the planet. So we are traveling at 2,500 basically miles an hour. It's going to slow us down to our... Now, as it stands right now, I am still considerably far away from the planet. Or from the location in which I'm supposed to be traveling to. Which is definitely worrisome. So let's go ahead and stop here, which means I need to actually find this on the map. Alright, so here I am. I'm on the right side. It is so I'm correct. It is in fact on the dark side of the planet. Let's go. I'm thinking this is the direction we're going. Basically, the front of that arrow is the direction that I'm pointing. Let's get above 2 kilometers. And I can initiate the hyperdrive to allow us to basically supercruise along the orbit of the planet until we get to our target destination. Because your hyperdrive will be locked by mass lock, means you're too close to the planet's surface or a large object's surface, especially if it's got a gravitational pull.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now, if you look at the bottom left corner of my screen, you're going to see a number that's slowly dropping. It's at 1.47 or dropping. That's the distance to the target. We obviously want to get that as low as possible before we drop out of hyperspace and start making our descent. These blue lines are basically like your cruising speed. This is your optimal cruising speed. And the orbit that you basically need to try to maintain. Closer to zero you stay, the better the faster you're gonna go. But with us still being in the orbit of the planet, we're not gonna be able to go as fast as light speed, obviously.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning, temperature critical.
Coming in too fast. Overshot it a little bit. Oops. Alright, so about 5 minutes to glide in. So here's the long and gruesome part of this game, is the accuracy of flight time, right? This is a real-time game, so if you pick up a mission, I think this one's got a 5-hour duration. Even if you're online or not, the timer runs out. Which is, obviously, if you fail a mission, looks bad on you as a mercenary. So if you select a mission, make sure it either has plenty of time for you to like get off and take a breather, or ensure that you have enough time to complete just one, right? So this one's got a 5-hour duration. I don't plan on being online for 24 hours or some weirdness, so I think I picked up a mission once. It was well over my head. I probably shouldn't have done it. I definitely failed it. My first mission that I attempted, but it was a 24-hour duration to get the job done, which was basically take out an asset for somebody else. Like I was saying before, I'd like there to be a better or more conducive way to try to stay friendly with everyone. I definitely landed on this planet yesterday and spent probably a good matter of 2 hours trying to figure out how to nicely obtain what it was I was requested to obtain, which is a cast fossil. And after doing some digging and not being able to figure it out, because you have security clearances for all these facilities that are on this outpost, and with you not having any influence, or if you've never done a job for these guys that run this outpost, you're not going to have any clearance at all. And the only way to really get Clark, thanks for that like, man. The only way to get clearance is, my understanding, is to obviously increase your influence, or steal the identity of somebody else, which is obviously illegal. So if you're going to do something, don't get caught. The biggest thing. There are guards on this facility. It's medium security. They also have turrets. I think they're just perimeter turrets, but I really don't want to find out if they're not just perimeter turrets. I don't feel like getting shot at by a turret. Last time I did this mission, like I said, the gravity on this planet's about 1 or 0.1 or 0.41, which is obviously well below our gravity on planet Earth. It means you can jump higher, run faster, with less energy and more momentum. But the problem with that is I didn't account for jumping too high. They have drones that fly around, like security drones, and one hit me by accident, and it killed me instantly. So something to pay attention to while you're running around on these planets. Now, I can land anywhere on this planet. If I wanted to go off course and land right here, right now, if I wanted to, I could do that. That's what I like about the openness and availability of this game, is it allows me to land anywhere I want. I can explore this planet if I really wanted to. Now, you saw the planet's map. There are outposts spread out throughout the surface of the planet, so there's not going to be basically anything but rock and terrain on the surface of this planet everywhere I go. This is not an oxygen-rich planet, so I will be required to wear my spacesuit. Something that you have to pay attention to while you're on the surface of any planet. Obviously, the power of your suit. If you run out of power, you're dead. If you run out of oxygen, you're going to suffocate. If your suit's breached, you're going to die. Things that you need to pay attention to while you're playing this game. But like I said, you can land anywhere you want. First mission I did, I landed well off target. I was still learning the game and the measurement systems on where to find. I didn't realize that I could travel around this entire circumference of this planet to find my location. So I try to obviously be a little bit more diligent next time on trying to hit the mark the first time. I probably should start going into orbit around the planet. Maybe initiating the super cruise to allow it to do that, and just orbiting the planet. So right now I'm entering a weapons-free zone, meaning other ships aren't supposed to be able to attack me here. But this is an open world environment. There are other people here. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to follow the rules. Can I just say, these Bangs hard seltzers are very dangerous. So the proper way to land at a new settlement, one, you've got to get in range, which is what I'm doing right now. All right, you need... Nope, go away. All right, we're gonna come to a dead halt. The next thing that we need to do now that we're here, zero the planes, and we need to request permission to land. All right, which is the big thing. So if you're doing it properly, all right, you're going to request permission to land. So request docking. Now, for those who saw, that ship was landing. They've only got one landing pad, which means I needed to wait my turn. So we're going to try again.
Docking request denied.
Still denied. Try this again.
Docking request granted.
Ship's out of range. I can now land on the platform. Now the ship will automatically go into auto dock. Once you've gotten permission to land, it'll dock you. It'll land the ship for you, which is nice. Now you, like I said, you can land the ship yourself if you wanted to. Basically, when you withdraw the land or use your landing gear, it'll land the ship in the location in which you're hovering.
Engines disengaged.
Rob, thanks for that like, man. Greatly appreciated. Now, Coonrod. I hope I pronounced that right. All right, so now that we've landed, first thing that I always do is make sure the ship's topped off and ready to go. Now, I did some research on this. Like I said, the first time I did this mission, I died by accident. But I was hoping that there'd be a safe place or a safe way of retrieving the item that I've been tasked to retrieve. There isn't, so I have to steal it. Now, the last time I was here, this location was on the dark side of the planet, so it's kind of interesting to see that every planet does rotate the sun, just like our planet rotates the sun, and the time of the day will change. So that's kind of a cool little development that I didn't know was a thing. So you can see that we're at 0.12 Gs of gravity, which is well below what we're used to on our planet. Now, I see the drones are not out and about right now, which is nice. I don't have to necessarily worry about getting run the fuck over like I did last time. So, from what I gathered, I have to get first off, I need to get to a computer so that I can find the appropriate container that I need to basically breach. Once I find that container, I need to get the security clearance needed to get in. Alright, so there's a drone. I need to get the appropriate security clearance to actually get into that container. Now, what I was meaning earlier about security clearances... Alright, so there's the ground turret. Now, there are sentries running around here somewhere. There's one right there. There's a terminal. Perfect. So,
Minute, Commander.
They're going to scan me, make sure I don't have any bounties open on me right now.
Good. You're clear.
Good. I have a neutral standing with this location. Alright, now I need to try to remember exactly where this was. So, power plant, warehouse... I think it was in Habitat, Dorm. Was it locker number? Oh. Authorization level 2. So I need to steal the identity of somebody on this in this settlement of a security pass level 2. Which all that means. So if I come up to this door, I need to have a level 1 security clearance. You can see it right there. I can hack the door and I can cut into it and actually open this door forcibly if I wanted to. But that doesn't help me get into to every location. And it's also really sketchy. It's easier to just steal the identity of somebody else, which is what this device is for. So this is to scan people, so I can go up to this guy.
Watch it.
And I can scan this person. This is legal. I can't get in trouble. Oh! Okay, I was wrong. You cannot scan her. Okay, apparently don't scan the guards. Put my shield on. That was dumb. I wasn't thinking that one through at all. Looks like I'm just gonna have to kill everybody. That sucks. I'm at 51% health. That's not good. Shields are dead. I need to try to find, and I died. Alright, so, something new that I just learned a second ago. This is now my second attempt at this mission. Don't scan the guards. Apparently you can only scan the scientists. Yesterday I scanned the scientist and an administrator and they didn't really care. But if you scan a guard, apparently it's just a no-no. So don't do that. Don't do what I just did, because it'll get you killed. Luckily I didn't have Bupkis on me. Reasons for assault, self-defense. Destroyed by Carissa Brooks, self-defense. So there's the incident report. Lost nothing. Says my mission wasn't failed. We'll see if that's gonna be still gonna be a thing. It's gonna put me right over orbit of the planet again. Check my mission log and see if I still have an active mission. If I still do, I'll re-land and try it again. Nice to know that they're that sensitive. All right. And the mission's gone, which means I failed it. So, no, I find if a lot of people like to do research on a game before they play it, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The issue that I have with doing research is that see, yeah, okay, I failed it. So I need to go back to my home planet and pick up another mission. I'm going to pick up a different mission, because this is now number 2, the second time of doing that mission, and I have died maliciously. So, this is where we want to go, and in fact, see if it'll bring me into the planet view. It does. No. We want... No. Where's the spaceport? This chemical looks pretty. Am I looking at the wrong planet right now? I thought it was K. Chamberlain's Rest. This is just one, like, I haven't even ever looked at the galaxy map. Let's look at the galaxy map. Alright. Look at all of those galaxies. Look at that. I can travel all of this. What is that? I'm assuming when I get further along in the game. But anyway. 400 billion locations to travel. If that puts into perspective how big this game is. Alright, so we need to go get another mission. I guess I could land at this location and pick up one of their missions. But I'm about sick and tired of looking at this planet, so we're not going to do that. But like I was saying before, one of the issues that I find with doing your research prior It's not necessarily that, hey, now you know what's going on in the game. I like the mystery, which is fine for those who like knowing what's going on before they do it. But I prefer the mystery. I like not knowing what's going on and then finding out the hard way.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright, we're going to get back outside of the planet's orbit, and then we will go towards Chamberlain's Rest. So I need to try to find a mission a little bit easier for me to do for my only second completed mission. Alright, we are now well outside the planet's ability to mess with us. We are now going to throttle up to full power slowly. Huh? Well, so for those who are paying attention, 540 light years was well over 1 year, and in real life, to travel that far would take hundreds of years to actually accomplish. I don't think anybody's ever tried doing that before as an experiment to see if it actually works. Hey, let's leave the computer running for a year. I'm sure that would be just difficult in itself. Power outages and thunderstorms and things of that nature might screw you up, but I don't really want to find out if that's true or how true that is. So, but once you get into hyperdrive, like right now I'm almost about to hit the speed of light. Okay, I've hit the speed of light. It's turned years into minutes, and if I get going fast enough, it'll turn minutes into seconds. But I gotta be careful because I don't want to overshoot my drop site, my landing site. Now I could slow down to a more achievable speed and let it run the 2 minutes that it would take to get there, but so if I can manually control it, it's gonna sit. We want to slow down. We don't want to hit the planet, and obviously we don't want to overshoot it. Now I could initiate supercruise and it'll put me in orbit. And I can travel to the location in which I'm trying to land, which would be Chamberlain's Rest. It's the outpost on this planet. One of 3 locations, I believe, that you can land on this planet. So from the looks of it, looks like it's going to be on the other side of the planet, so we're going to need to glide in orbit for a second, try to close this gap here.
Orbital flight engaged.
That put me at about 10 minutes of travel time, which is really gross. So let's see if we can... We're still well above...
Frameshift drive charging.
Still well above the drop zone for frame shift, so we're going to go ahead and launch again.
2, 1, engage.
Let's keep the speeds relatively slow here, though. Did I overshoot it? I think I did. But we're going to let it glide in. Should go into glide mode now. Boom. That was one of my better flights with this ship. Alright, so you heard the lady. We have to submit a docking request just like the last location. I think it's about the same for every port that you land at. Yep, there we go. So, go over to contacts, Chamberlain's Rests, and you're going to request docking. Man, it's off parks. Best feature. And it plays heavenly nice music in the background for you. Not bad. Alright, so we need to find a mission that's a little bit easier. Preferably something that isn't going to get me killed right off the bat. Clearly, I'm not ready for that yet. Alright, ship has landed. Let's get our fuel. Go back to the hangar. And get ready to disembark. I don't think I can pull my gun. Yeah, I can't even pull my gun out on this location, so. But note to self: do not scan guards. They are very, very touchy with who they are. Okay, so don't touch them. Didn't know it was credible by death, but learn something new every day, I guess. All right, mission board. There's no salvage missions, which kind of sucks. Operations, what's this? Covert salvage, still. So as you can see, like I was saying before, each one of these missions has a different set of rewards. So for instance, I can do this and gather $192,000 worth of credits, or I can get a weapon schematic and 142 grand, or I can get the influence for doing the job and 10 grand, right? But as you just saw, if I don't gather enough influence, I can't pick up the more expensive, worthwhile bounties, which is what this one is. So, something to think about. So I don't necessarily have the weaponry for one of these kinds of missions, which kind of sucks. I'm going to check my loadout and see if... Take the personal documents from a settlement. Download com permit from my data port. I was kind of hoping there was going to be a salvage mission or something. Travel to this location, upload the provided data, return to the terminal at Chamberlain's Rest. So that sounds relatively better. Alright, so obviously when you pick up one of these missions, it's going to give you a notice. Mission performance will affect the repetition with a faction with superpower. Failing or abandoning a mission will result in penalties. Missions are tracked in real time and will count down while you are inactive. You must have adequate inventory space to receive anything from that location. So we have a new mission. Check my loadout and see if this flight suit. So it doesn't have a weapon at all. That's what I thought. So right now I'm using the weapons that I could afford, which is a submachine gun and a handheld. That about does it for that. Alright, let's try another mission. Let's see if I can get this done. This one I think is closer than the last mission, we'll see. If I am reading the distance measurements properly. It may be farther. Maybe LS means light seconds and LY obviously is light years, so we'll find out. But it's in this location. It's in this system, so that's, I guess, a plus. System map. 1. Oh, so it's not that far away. That's our target. Let's find the target. There it is. We want to lock that destination so that we can find it. Let's go to the surface. Launch again.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Clear for ascent.
There we are. There it is. Right in our sights. Perfect.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Remember, you want to get out of orbit first before you try to head to the location in which you're going. If you stay in orbit, it will glide you around the planet. Dakota coming with that like, thanks buddy, greatly appreciate it. So leave orbit first, and you can see on the right side of the display here that I am definitely still well within orbit of the planet. Right, so if you try to hyper jump while in orbit, you will continuously circle the planet until you leave it. So, leave orbit first, and then get to your destination. Also, you'll go faster. Who doesn't like going fast? Alright, so we are outside of orbit now. The ship is now going to automatically start traveling faster and faster until it hits light speed. Alright, let's thrust around. There we go. Alright, we are en route for our destination. At current speeds, it'll take 4 days. Obviously, it'll continuously get faster and faster as the engines ramp up. Eventually, it'll go to the speed of light, which should turn days into minutes, and then minutes into seconds, the faster it goes. Now we're in the hours. Ship's still accelerating. We haven't even hit light speed yet. We are playing Elite Dangerous, sir. You can find this on Steam. So we're still in the hours, and the ship still hasn't reached the speed of light. We are now in the minutes. I'm going to have to start slowing down here. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's try to get the light years, or light seconds down a little bit first. Alright, we are now traveling at the speed of light. Now we're trying to get that distance to go down. Because if I slow down now, watch. I slow all the way down. See how the minutes everything gets longer? So. I also don't want to overshoot the planet. That would be bad. Now you were in complete control of this ship while it's flying at light speed. So if you're on mouse and keyboard and not VR, something to think about whenever you're touching your desk. 8 seconds. We are well above the speed of light. So when we get to the planet, we're going to want to orbit it first. We need to find the location where we need to land, so we're not spending hours trying to find it. You can circle the planet. It looks familiar. You've probably seen it on TikTok. That's what drove me to the game. TikTok made me buy it. Kept seeing a game where I could fly around in space. Who doesn't fucking like flying around in space? So we're going to slow down.
Warning, temperature critical, hull integrity compromised.
Now, I definitely messed that up. I should have slowed down sooner. Because, ow. As you can see, we're now in a hyperdrive cooldown, so we're going to wait for that. But now I'm in orbit. So I should have slowed down much further away than what I did. I'm still learning the flights. I'll get it down eventually. The last run I did was perfect. That one just came up on me. I was too busy talking to you guys. It's all your fault, Tim. Let's go ahead and accelerate. We are still quite a ways away from the location in which we need to be at, so... We're going to go ahead and hyperdrive again.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Now your ship does take damage whenever you have to slow down that quickly from hyperdrive. Imagine the amount of heat your ship builds up whenever you come down that quickly. We don't want to do it too soon. Go into a glide. Glide initiated. Glide complete. Entering a no weapon zone. Alright, so we are still 30 seconds away from our location. But that's how it should have gone right out of hyperjump. If I had timed it properly, I would have slowed down well before hitting the Earth or hitting this planet's atmosphere, and gone in straight to a glide, and then glide right into my destination. So now we need to breach the territory's network and plant this seed of whatever the hell it is. So let's slow down. The planet didn't explode. I was traveling at the speed of light when I came out of hyperdrive, and I came in too quickly. That was my fault. Now, just like in everything else, you need to request permission to land. So we're going to go over to contacts, request docking.
Request granted.
Once you've been approved, it will auto-land you for you. Now, you can land the ship by yourself, like I said before. I think I probably repeated that like 5 times, but you can land by yourself. You don't have to... This puts you right on their dock. Now, you can land anywhere on this planet. You don't have to stay here. I could have gone on the other side of the planet, out in the middle of nowhere, away from every civilization possible, and I could just go explore the planet's surface. There's nothing out there, you know, except dirt and rocks, but I can go do it.
Docking successful.
Alright,
Engines disengaged.
so since we abruptly dropped out of hyperspace, the ship did take damage, and when you land at a port like this, it gives you the option to refuel and repair. So we're going to do both. And then we're going to disembark. Now, the mission here was to infiltrate the system and plant a bug, essentially. So now we need to get into somewhere where I can get a hold of a terminal and download the data, or upload the data that I need to upload. And not do what I did last mission, which was piss off one of these guys.
Hey there,
So
Commander.
this guy is going to scan me.
Scan detected.
Don't give him the
Not
target!
too good-handed. We're gonna need
Whoa.
backup here. I need to radio in an alert.
The mission log didn't say anything about not being scanned. So I have come to the conclusion that I just suck at this game. That is now the 3rd mission that I have done. The first one I was maliciously ran over by a drone on accident. The second time I scanned a security guard and he shot me for it, even though it's not illegal to scan somebody. So it must be sort of like our politics is. And apparently, even though I didn't have anything on me, I died. So, whatever. Huh? Why did I die? My assumption is because I got into that firefight on the last planet. I was just caught for fine. Am I in prison right now? Oh, I'm in prison. Haha.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Alright, so this is the first. Okay, you're a robot. I feel special. I was the only prisoner here. Do I get all my stuff back? And where am I? Am I in Chamberlain's Rest? You're asleep.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where would you like to go? Come back whenever you're ready to book.
It's for shuttle booking. Which means these other ones should be for mine. My ship's not here? Is my ship still sitting at the other fucking place? Oh, I don't have a choice. I have to book one?
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where would you like to go?
I'm at the... Oh. Fuck nuggets. Where am I? Guess that's local. Guess I'm gonna need a long-range shuttle to go anywhere else. Where the Well, gents, I may have to completely start over my character. We'll see. Where's my Holy fuck balls. So let's go back to the ship.
Where do you want to go today? With the largest shuttle fleet in the core systems, Apex Interstellar Transport can get you there. Come fly with us.
Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Oh. ABC-1 Charlie. Okay, so here's 1 Charlie. No, no, no. But they don't have my ship here. Did it take it back to Chamberlain's Rest?
Apex Interstellar Transport accepts no
Oh shit, this is gonna cost 34 grand?
sustained while on board an Apex vessel, including but not limited to gallstones, restless leg syndrome, taste bud imbalance, epidermal blisters, headaches, heart palpitations, bladder sneezes, changes to visual acuity, changes to bone density, back pain,
Well,
pain, and hiccups.
I don't even have enough money to get there. That sucks. Does that mean I lost my ship? No, 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 no. We're gonna figure this out.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar, the first step to everywhere.
So I don't have a choice. If I want to get back to my ship, you have stored across all ships you have stored across the galaxy. It's in 97,950 stored ships, but what it doesn't tell me is where the fucking ship is. Cannot book shuttle, insufficient credits. So I only have like 1,000 credits. So where does 1,000 credits get me? Because I just started this fucking game, so... I'm wondering if I can just select anywhere I want to go and just get my ship there, but that's a problem. I don't need to fucking buy money, do I, just to get back? Let's take a look. This doesn't irritate me if that's a thing. If that's the case, I'll just delete the fucking game, or delete the fucking character and redo it, buy another one. Or not buy another one. Start over. Those are Apex. Those are those Apex points or whatever they are. They're not. It doesn't help me at all. Game go. Well, I have to pick somewhere. I can't stay here. I have nowhere to go. No available ship stock. That is an inconvenience. Shit, just put me back in prison. God damn.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where can we take you today?
I don't know where you can take me. How much? So I have 1876 credits.
shuttle is ready to depart. We at
Well,
Apex Interstellar
that's as far as I can go. To the location basically right next to where I am. So hopefully this will get me somewhere, because if not, I have no money to get anywhere else. I spent 12 grand paying off my fines. Okay, not the ship. No, I gotta go to the front of the ship. Okay. Let's see what this does for me.
Welcome aboard. System scan complete.
Huh? I had to book a shuttle to a different location. There's nothing on this prison ship for me to, and I can't pick up a contract there. I can't do anything there, so I have to leave it. I'm hoping that the location that I picked, which is the farthest that I can go with how much money I had for one of the missions, I needed a Maverick suit, so I bought the Maverick suit, which kind of cost a lot. And I didn't have any money left over. I did finish one mission and got some money for it, but
Okay, preparing to jump.
I only had like 15 grand left because I chose influence and the 10 grand instead of the full bounty, which would have been like 56 grand. So I should have chose the 56 grand. So I could have paid for the fine that I accrued and a flight back to my home planet to get my ship. So now I don't have a ship. It's parked in a different system in a different part of the galaxy. So I'm hoping that there's some missions for me to do on this location, or some way for me to get back to my boat or my ship. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll find out. We shall see. Brother Goose coming in with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's for my lack of knowledge of the game. This is because you suck. That's what he said. That's in the chat. Thanks, bud. Greatly appreciated. Cody coming with a lol. So I might have to delete this character and start over, which is going to irritate the dog shit out of me, because that means I got to go through flight training again. There's got to be a way to recoup yourself once you've fallen this low. There has to be. I can't imagine you not being able to, but I guess, you know, it would make for the realism of the game if you were stuck and couldn't go anywhere. So hopefully this pays off. We'll see. But this is literally the furthest that I could go with what money I had. So I've got like 50 bucks on me. I have to look up the statistics of this game and figure out who's if I may have well just performed the worst in this game's history. The devs are looking at me like, wow, here's some sympathy money. Probably not. I doubt I'd get that lucky.
You're approaching your destination.
It's not... I could have solved a lot of my button pushing if I had actually done some research on this game. I'm going in this game blind. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go.
Down any moment now.
Obviously, this is not going as well as I had hoped. So I've definitely now failed 3 missions and lost my ship. I haven't lost it. It's being stored. I still have it. Question is can I get back to it? If I can't get back to it, I have no way of getting to my missions and basically no way of making money, which is a problem. So we'll see what this location offers. Hopefully there's something.
Have a good one.
Can you free fly in space or only from destination? I can free fly in space. I can go anywhere I want. If you have a ship, which I do have in a different part of the galaxy. If you don't have a ship or you don't feel like getting your driver's license for a ship, then you have to basically book shuttles like this to get to the locations in which you need to go. Which is where I'm at right now. So I don't even know what this place is gonna offer me. I may be like so screwed that I will have no choice but to delete this character and start over from scratch. Just to get a ship back. Because you obviously have to pay for a ship to fly to different locations, which isn't going to help me at all.
If you're looking for a job, then I could really use your assistance.
No, I have to get back to my boat. That's what I need to do. Let's see. So you'd go to this guy to book a shuttle, and
Welcome to Apex Interstellar.
I have to book a long-range shuttle. I've only got 170 bucks to go to my ship, which is across the galaxy. These are all like systems that I can go into, and this is just a small portion of the fucking map. Select a drop point. I am now at 34 grand. And with no ability to need to figure out how to fucking get back. I'm assuming I can't just pick up.
I need someone with steady nerves and
Doubt the bar's
If I
gonna have
can
anything
get you,
for me.
Commander, how may I be of service today? Have a look. Only thing you won't find is a discount. All right.
So I might be screwed. These are all mission
You look
providers,
like you know what you're doing. Can you spare a minute?
which means I'd have to pick up a mission, which doesn't help me because I don't get paid till after I've completed the mission. This guy sells shit, but I have no way of getting my ship back. Can I get my ship back? Can I just go to the fucking exit and get my boat? No accessible ship docked. Yeah, see? That goes down to the lounge. You hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm desperate here.
welcome to Apex Interstellar, your gateway to the stars.
Okay, I'm the shuttle guy. Well, now what? Well, let's see. Select.
Apex Interstellar Transport accepts no responsibility for any grievances sustained while on board an Apex vessel, including but not limited to permanent paralysis, altitude sickness, loss of bladder control, muscle, nausea, bone decalcification,
Drop off available insufficient credits.
basic
Power play information, faction system, map preview, local fleet bookmarks, your active missions, zoom, back. There's a Jesus Christ. User data, map, realistic mode. What the hell is that? Fleet.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't know, man. What drop-off point?
Apex Interstellar Transport accepts no responsibility for any grievances sustained while on board an Apex vessel.
Planetary information, stored ships.
Limited to altitude sickness, loss of bladder control, space fatigue, nausea, gravity sickness, permanent paralysis, loss of hearing, loss of sight, muscle atrophy, bone decalcification, temporary paralysis. So wherever you're going, Apex can get you there.
Oh, that doesn't help me at all. That's irritating. Description. Let's try going to help. Oh, that doesn't help me at all. I don't know, man. I think I'm just shit out of luck. If I can get back to my ship, then then I'm Gucci. But you know what I could do? I know what I could do.
Whatever you're in the mark, I don't have it. It's not worth having. None of these guns will let you down.
So. Yay, monies!
Good luck out there.
Well, I had to sell my fucking rifle, but I have money now.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where can we
Long
take
range
you
flight.
today?
Let's see if this works. I'm gonna go back to the location in which my ship was left.
You're booking. Have a good trip.
All right.
The Agile Sidewinder.
Not entirely sure if that means that I lost Cody as the party, but he's not talking anymore. Something to go with. He's party failed. But I sold my rifle. Probably going to regret that in the future. Weapon kind of sucked anyway, so it's not like it's that great. But I need to get back to my ship because I can't do missions to buy more stuff if I don't have my ship. So getting back to the ship is first and foremost. So hopefully it's still there. If it's not, then I fucked myself because I have no way of leaving this planet once I get there. There's no shuttle availability there once I'm there. So we'll see.
Okay, preparing to jump.
We shall see. 21.7 light years.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
This is turning to be a very uneventful stream. Well, other than the fact that I died. And I died because I had a bounty on me that I wasn't aware of. And I wish I had been aware of it before I landed. I would have paid it off before landing.
Frameshift drive charging.
This dude's going from system to system. So I'm going back to the last known location of my ship in hopes that my ship is still sitting there. If it's not there, I have no way of leaving the planet. I will have no choice at that point than to delete my character and start over. Remember, I went into this game without any information. I haven't done any research. I don't know what I'm doing. I could have completely done this wrong. There may have been another way to gather money to get back to my ship. But I have no idea. And it very well could have been simply that I just picked the wrong location to initially fly to. I was in a prison ship, had to fly to an outlying ship or station to do anything. Flew to that closest ship with the money that I had available, so that was the closest, furthest place that I could have gone. And then sold my weapon. I found a place to sell a weapon so I could have money to pay to get back to my ship. And in hopes that the ship is still there. I could be completely wrong, the ship's gone. And I screwed myself. But we're about to find out. If this fails, and I have to delete the character, before I stream this game again, I will be doing a lot of research. Because I tried going into the game without knowing anything. Sort of like a fun little, kind of like a challenge to see if I can figure it out. But if this proves to be a terrible idea, then I will have no choice than to actually do some research first.
There's a lot of people seeking their fortune here at the moment. It's almost raining credits.
It's definitely not raining credits for me, sir. I have died 3 times. First time by drone. Second time because I accidentally scanned a security guard, not knowing that that was going to piss them off. And then... what was the first time I died? I'm missing a time that I died. Oh, yeah. And then going back to a different location to do a different mission, not knowing that there was a bounty for me, to be then shot and killed on site at the location in which I landed, and then put in prison. Paid off the bounty, which left me broke, so I only had 15 grand to begin with. So with whatever available money I had left, I used to get a ticket to the nearest station, which wasn't very big, but I was able to sell my rifle so that I could pay for this trip back to my ship, assuming that my ship is actually going to still be there. This is the last known location where my ship was. It didn't show me on the map of where my ship was being stored. It's not like so it didn't move to a different planet, not according to what the map was telling me. It didn't say that it was being stored here either, so this is the last known place. If it's not here, I don't know what to do. Which will be just delete my character and try this again. Which, not gonna lie, will be a definite irritation if that's the case. So I hope my ship is here. Then it's right back to Chamberlain's Rest to find a easier mission. I have to really figure out what missions are going to require me to do some sketchy shit that'll get me in trouble, because I really can't afford to get in trouble again. Nor can I really defend myself appropriately now, because I sold my SMG and I'm now kind of stuck with a handheld, which in this game aren't very effective. Now, it's not here. I've only got like $4 grand on me, and there's no way to pick up another shuttle to another location. But this is the planet that it said my ship was on, so I'm hoping my ship is actually here. But it didn't tell me what station it was.
Apex 208 ready for docking. Just let me know.
It didn't actually tell me that it was being stored here, so my guess is it's just sort of sitting there, waiting for me to get back in it. My hope.
Prepare for landing.
Alright, let's hope that it's here.
Thanks for choosing Apex.
Fuck you. Okay. Unless there's another landing site, I don't see my ship. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Well, let's fucking leave. Pretty sure I failed the mission. Oh, let's verify that first. Yeah. Mission failed. Failed. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I got my ship back. Only cost me the fucking only rifle that I had available to me. I don't know why it gives me the fucking elevator music when I launch. All right, let's find Chamberlain's Rest and get the fuck out of here. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Oh, come on, I'm above mass lock.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Remember, we want to get out of orbit of the planet first. Seems to be the only thing I'm good at is flying. And I'd say flying is barely good enough to give you advice about it. Once we get out of orbit of the planet, I'll redirect or reorient towards Chamberlain's Rest and do a little bit of research on some of these missions before I just pick up another one. Alright, we are out of orbit. I can now redirect. Onwards and upwards, I guess. So, chat, what do you guys think of the game so far? I know I get mixed reactions from Cody. I think he's still on the fence about the game at the moment. Apparently, it is co-op available. I haven't tried it yet. I don't really have anybody else playing the game, so I don't know if there's really co-op available. Probably would make it a lot easier if I had a second person doing, some of these missions, but... Oof. Learning something new every day. Not exactly the way that I wanted to learn, but such is life, I guess. Well, we might be cutting the stream short. Huh? I have an awake infant. I was kind of hoping that he'd stay asleep for a couple hours, but... such is life. So, the stream was about what not to do in Elite Dangerous. Don't do what I did. Don't do another mission until you've settled the fine from the first mission that you failed. And I'm going to overshoot it. Gone. That's how long it takes to get out of... Alright, let's see if I can... get the planet back in... Oh, there you are. Alright, so at current speeds, it would take 1.5 days. Let's speed up just a little bit. 10 seconds is good enough for me. Light side or the dark side? Looks like we're on the light side. For now, this is my home port. I guess I could technically fly to any galaxy that I wanted to. I haven't done it yet. I've been staying in the same galaxy that I started the game in, so I'm not sure if that means that I can go further than I originally thought. Not entirely sure. I think that's the space station right there, the station right there, that little white dot on the planet. Looks like it's sunset.
Orbital flight engaged.
Want to drop too fast, or else we're gonna not glide in. I want to try to glide in. Getting better at the flying things, though, so I guess that's a positive. Dropping into orbital cruise, going to glide mode. There we go.
Mike, Romeo Mike. Welcome, Commander. Please restrict your speed when approaching the surface port. Clearance denied. Decrease distance to 7.5 kilometers.
Increase distance?
Access denied. Resubmit within 7,500 meters.
Oh, meters, okay. We'll say I'm definitely kilometers away, not meters.
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 05.
There we go. We have landed. Now I need to go do a mission that's not going to require me to use my firearm. Do a couple of those until I get enough money to buy a rifle again. And then I can start doing a little bit more difficult tasks. Assuming that I can do them without getting my shit pushed in. I should probably gather enough money to have a buffer too, in the event that I do something stupid like the last mission.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.
Redskin. Graphically it looks amazing, yeah, I agree. I think graphics are spot on. Now, for whatever reason, GeForce Experience won't lock onto the settings for this game, so I'm not entirely sure I have the settings dialed in properly, because I fluctuate between 80 and 50, between 50 and 80 frames per second. And I don't have everything cranked either, so I know that people have been complaining about the game being pretty computer heavy. But, I mean, if you look at the statistics, most people don't have RTX cards, so shit, there's still people running on, like, 650s and shit. Alright. Take a look here. Now, the last mission I did was a salvage mission, and I didn't have to defend myself. Grab the personal documents from a crash site. Fabric suit acquired. I have both. I have a ship. Except this time, I think we're going to take the money and not the reputation, because... Ooh. So we're going to 97,950A4. I'll show you guys the system map when we get there. But I can't afford to just do 10 grand. I need, and the influence. So as much as I'd love to increase influence with factions, right now I need cash. So we're going to go for straight financial gain here. But this one is the very first mission I ever did that I succeeded at completing was one of these missions. And all it was going to a site, picking up what I needed to pick up, and then leaving. I didn't see what the time limit was on that, though, so should probably have done that. Will it show me mission lists, or is it just... Oh, that's to change my fucking... character. Okay, we don't... Alright. Alright, let me show you what one of these is supposed to look like. Try this again. This one should be quick. Should just be landing on a crash site, picking up what I need to pick up, and then leaving. Hopefully. If it's anything more than that, I'm fucked. Okay. Let's get the ship repaired. First things first. We need to go to the planet in which the crash site is at. So, looks like the crash site is here. There's our target. Which means that it should pop up on this map. Highlighted blue. Destination. It kind of looked like from the galaxy or the system map that this was going to be floating in space. So let's take another look at that. That's the mission. That's where we want to be. So, alright, auto launch. Doesn't seem to be that far away either. So maybe I should stick with the salvage ops first. Gather a couple $100 grand, and then start looking at doing more difficult ones.
Ship released. Make way for oncoming traffic.
Escape vector. Full power. Get above 2 kilometers. Mass lock off. Launch.
Drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Now we need to get outside of orbit, and we can redirect the ship in an appropriate direction. You can see it right there on the map. The OC is your orbit, your planetary orbit. DRP is where you would drop out of hyperdrive, and obviously surface to surface of the planet. Alright, we are now outside of the ship's or the planet's influence. Bring the nose down. In preparation for hyperspace. Now it's basically, once you get the ship in a direction that you need it to go, you just let go of the mouse and keyboard and it'll run itself. Pay attention to your speed and distance, though. Big thing, or else you're going to overshoot, like I did a couple of flights ago. So, alright, now we're going down to the hours, so this one's going to be relatively far away. Now I have full control of the ship. I can sit here and do fucking spins and loop-de-loops and direct it where I want to go, but for ease, I'm just going to leave it where it is. I haven't had to get into a space fight yet either. You can do that. Yeah, I have weapons that I can use. I can't use them while I'm in hyperdrive, but there are weapons that you can use while flying. We are at 20 minutes. Five minutes. We're now 10 parts above light speed. This one's probably the furthest one that I've ever traveled to. Obviously, I just traveled from a completely different galaxy to get back to my ship, so, you know, outside of that. We are cruising at about 30 over light speed. Ship's gonna start slowing itself down as we get closer to the fucking location. I'd rather slow down early and adjust speed to make this faster. Alright. Sorry, guys. Screaming baby. Oh, seeing that ship has me a little worried. I might actually have to defend myself here. We'll see. So I think I'm at actually the wrong location. So this is... Let me take a look at my map here. I may need to travel to the planet's surface. Looks like it's just... Okay, that's probably where I need to go, is the planet's surface. So let's redirect there. Why is it showing me that? Let's go compound. Travel to HP 97950 system and confirm the missing target location. Salvage the personal documents. Last time I did this was on a planet's surface, so I would assume I need to go to the planet. So let's try that first. I don't know why it's got this space station, or this supercarrier has the target location, but let's see if we can ping the planet. So that's the planet. If I look at the map again, grab the personal documents from a crash site. Yeah, but it's saying crash site, which would tell me that it's sitting on the planet's surface like the last one was. Salvage personal documents, access to a ship required. Oh, yeah, I do that. There it is. It's on the planet's surface. And we are still quite a ways away, so...
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
I'm not going to take 16 hours to get there at full thrust. So I should be in sight of the target location now.
Orbital flight engaged.
No one cares about your in-flight show there, guy. Fucking dude. You do you, boo-boo. See if it'll fucking cruise me. It will. Glide engaged, so we should be traveling at a relatively fast speed to get there. Lol. Definitely think I could have picked up the other mission too and done them both before going back, but that's okay. Hopefully there's no hostiles on this planet. Didn't say anything about there being hostiles. Yeah, it will in a minute. Glide complete. Travel down to cruising speed. Now that's how a landing's supposed to go. Right? Let's keep it straight. I guess I could do barrel roll. Ha ha ha. I'm my own boss. We are at full thrust, so this is still going to take me about a minute to land, right? Because of the vector in which that I came in at. I could have came in at a 90-degree angle and just came straight down on top of it, but I haven't been doing so well with those kind of orbital insertions. And normally the ship takes on a lot of heat when you do that. The more heat you take on, the more damage your ship takes. My ship has yet to take damage now, this entire trip, so hopefully it stays that way. Because the objective here is to save money. So we're getting close to the surface. Should start seeing the ship here shortly. As we get closer, the graphics will start rendering in for the finer details. A little bit closer. Without landing. Oh boy. Almost fucked that up. Let's back up a little bit. That looks good.
Landing gear deployed.
Gonna find a suitable location in which to land. Then it'll put me on the ground. So this is the surface of a planet. So on this planet.
Warning. Extremely high temperature detected.
Yeah. So we're at 0.48 Gs of gravity, so a little bit closer to Earth's gravity. But 707 Kelvin. That's fucking hot as shit. That's because we're on the hot side of the sun, or we're on the sun side, right? So if this was the dark side, it'd be cold. There it is.
Mission status
Mission
updated.
complete. Back to Chamberlain's Rest to complete the mission. Now we have to get there without getting invaded by space pirates. Right. Let's get back to Chamberlain's Rest. Destination. Landing gear up. Now to kind of show you guys what I mean by I have weapons. Right? Those are my weapons. Now you've seen them. But I cannot go into hyperspeed with my weapons out, so...
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Want to talk about me almost blowing my ship up? I remember emergency dumping my hyperdrive next to a star. I was really close to a sun. It got really hot. Almost killed myself. My first time leaving the planet in which I started the game on. Alright, we are free from orbit. Now we wait. I do wonder how they load this game. Like, I can go to any planet in this galaxy. Any one of them. Does it load while I'm on the way? Is it server driven? Is my computer doing the loading? Like, what's going on? I'm sure it's probably server driven for it to be this smooth. Maybe it only loads the planets in which you're flying nearby or to. Because I've yet to, you know, accidentally fly into a planet going to a different location, so knock on wood. So we're about to hit light speed, or the speed of light, which is 1.0, C, speed of light. Not sure why I'm slowing down, unless I'm about to run into something. Must have gotten close to something. I didn't see it. I've got well over... I've got a while. I got a year to get you a bottle. Hold on a second. Luckily for me, I was able to get a bottle and put it in my son's mouth well within 135.1 days. So, I guess hindsight, if you're playing this game and you have an infant like myself, if you need to take a minute, just slow down. Alright, let's get to our destination. What side of the planet this is going to be on. Kind of the big thing I've found on my first flight to a mission was really need to stay in orbit until you find where you need to be first. I landed on the wrong side of the planet, like the exact opposite. and it took me like 20 minutes to figure out that I needed to glide around the planet to get to my destination. And if you're going too fast when you get to your destination, you're either going to have to emergency dump in the atmosphere or in orbit, which is really bad for your ship, or you're going to overshoot it if you're not that close to it. So I find just taking your time and allowing yourself to come into the planet's gravity naturally is a little bit... It's better for the ship. Every time you damage your ship, it costs money. And with the little money scare that I just had, I'm going to be a little bit more conscientious about how much I spend. So, looks like we're on the other side of the planet. I'm serious, feeding the baby and still able to freaking drop in some comments. I like it. Big shout out to the baby mama. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to stream. I do. Gotta watch out for this dingus, make sure he doesn't hit me. Obviously, I'm going a little bit slow right now intentionally. I should be getting within the planet's gravitational pull here in a minute. We want to be in orbit, because we're still quite a distance away from our location. But I'm far enough away that I can speed up just a little bit. Alright, it's in our sights. But I found that if it turns orange, hot orange, you should be able to see it. So we're coming in at a pretty steep angle here. Let's see if we can correct that a little bit. Alright, so now we are in the... almost in orbit. Let's close the gap.
Orbital flight engaged.
Hmm? You burp? Well, let me know if you need another one. Hmm? We should be going into glide. Initiated. Flight complete.
Delacey, Mike, Romeo, Mike. This is an independently controlled port, Commander. Please submit a request before landing.
We got to get below the 2,000 kilometer mark. Before I can request. Or below the 2,000 kilometer mark. I like to get below 1,000 kilometers before I do anything. always mess it up.
Landing permitted. Set down a landing
There you go.
zone 0.
That's how you fly a fucking spaceship.
You are clear for automated.
What are we doing for dinner? It's almost 7. Is it really? I gotta get used to this whole the sun being out till about 9 o'clock.
Scan detected.
All right, now top off fuel. Fuel topped. Drop in the hangar.
Restraints engaged.
Go turn this mission in and see what's going on. Now, I will say there's a couple of optimization things that every once in a while my computer will run into. I don't know if that's my computer or if that's the game. It just needs to be optimized a little bit more, but... then when you finish your mission, complete mission. And then you pick your rewards. So like I was saying before, you're going to get 3 rewards for every mission that you do. You can either obviously pick which is your money, right? And since I'm very, very low on it, that's what I will be picking. Or, right, I can do a troop deployment record. I don't even know what that is, but obviously that drops the price to 93. And then your reputation with the group that you did the job for, and you only get 10 grand. So I found right now I'm just going to go for the money because I am broke. But you still do get some amount of influence. You're not going to get nothing. You get something. It's just not as much as it would have been if I had picked the third option. So, there you have it. That's one completed mission. And obviously there are more to choose from. So now we have another salvage that we can do until later. Because apparently I don't have enough reputation to do this one. Requirements equal friendly. So I need to... Okay. Ooh, Communist Party. Which one did I just do, though? Procurement. These are the ones that I'm going to want to stay away from for now, because I'm trying not to get into another space battle at the moment. I could always travel to another space station and find work there. Yep. Well, there you go. The game crashed. Well, at least you can create a crash report, so I guess that's nice. Well, gents, it apparently is 7 o'clock, and I need to go make dinner. Or at least just figure out what we're going to do for dinner. But I really do appreciate you guys coming out. I'm going to send out this report. I think the game is so far... I mean, if you go into Steam, it says it's available for both Xbox and PlayStation, so imagine you can go into the Xbox and PlayStation stores respectively and pick up this game. It is VR ready, so if you've got a PC, a beefy PC that can handle it, I would love to get a VR headset. But I think I'm going to wait till a little bit later, see where the stream goes first before I pick up one of those. I mean, it's not uncontrollable on mouse and keyboard, and I'm starting to get the hang of it on the mouse, so it's not bad. It's not bad. But overall, out of 10 stars so far, because I enjoy this kind of space exploration stuff. I like the freedom of moving my ship around and landing wherever I want and going whatever planet I want or whatever galaxy I want to fly to. Is quite nice. I still have a lot of work to do. A lot of learning to do, and oof, I need to not have another one of those incidences where I don't have any money to get back to my ship and have to sell my shit to get to it. So something to keep in mind when you're doing these missions is the pros and cons. Do the small missions first, don't bite off more than you can chew, but overall I'd give it about a 9 so far. So far it's a 9. This is the first crash I've had, so I'm not sure what's going on. It could be on my side. Could be on my computer side. I don't know. My computer has been having some issues lately, so maybe it's the PC, but Anyway, thanks for you guys coming out. As always, likes, follows, and subscribes are always greatly appreciated. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Twitch. All right, you can go to the social media section. Go to the About Me section on my Facebook page. If you're watching this on Facebook, and pick up my links and my usernames to all of my websites there. I'm going to do a, linked.me or whatever it is thing where I can get all my links on one little link page and you guys can just click on them. But that's a work in progress. Swift Lifestyles, all right, check out the description in my for this stream. All right, use DasGoose51 at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Last time I checked, their website was down. They're doing renovating on the website. If it's still the case, just wait. They'll get it back up eventually. It's not a big deal. I know that it was down a couple of days ago. I don't think they would have kept it down for that long. So SwiftLifestyles.com, all right, for your all amazing pregame supplement. All right, I like this stuff. I think it tastes great. There's no down. There's no drag. All natural products. So you really can't argue with that. I don't get the jitters. I don't crash at the end of when this stuff finally wears off. And even maybe it's because I have a high caffeine tolerance. I'm not sure, but is there caffeine in it? No, there's no caffeine in it. Even after I drink this stuff, I can go to sleep within 30 minutes. So, but it does give me the ups that I need to be a little bit more focused during game and what have you. I'm actually out of both flavors. I need to pick up some more. So, yeah, I get paid on Friday, so I'll do it on Friday. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I'll see you later.